that record of Charlie Spivak and his orchestra just can't be played at the present time. But we're going to see if we can't get permission to play it tomorrow for you. So you hang around and listen. It's not a regular recording, you know. It's just a test record. Charlie wanted it made for himself so that he could listen to the band. You can't listen and play at the same time, can you, Charlie?
Well, you can't do that very well.
Seems to be a law against it. That would be a good idea, wouldn't it, for an orchestra leader? To be able to play and listen to his band at the same time?
I'd like to be able to invent some kind of scheme like that. I think it'd be wonderful. Maybe you and I ought to get together and figure one out, Morris.
I think we better. We'd be better to go downstairs and have a cup of coffee, though, and skip it. You stick to music, and I'll see what I know about radio. Am I right there, Mr. DeStacey? Huh? It's all right as far as he's concerned. Well, we won't keep you up, Lou. You just sit there. Charlie, what happens with you now? The important thing is the Hotel Pennsylvania, isn't it?
Well, we start tomorrow night, you know. We'll play the relief session for Glenn Miller.
Mm-hmm.
He does the commercial program. Am I allowed to say the Chesterfield?
Oh, you're not allowed to say it, but we can say it anyhow.
Well, anyhow, I said it. He does that
like
program 3 times a week.
Uh-huh.
Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
And we will play while he's gone from 9 until about 11.
From 9 until 11 on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday.
That's right.
And after you go, I mean, after you leave the stand at 11 o'clock, Glenn is
comes.
through and he comes back, right?
Well, he comes back at 11. That's right.
I see. Well, that's really something. So here's a chance for those of you who want to hear Charlie's band before it goes out on the road. Come down about 9 o'clock, sit through, and then Glenn walks in at 11, so you've got 2 orchestras for the price of 1. There's a treat.
I hope all those folks that come down early tomorrow don't leave when I start to play.
I don't think so, Charlie. Incidentally, I've heard this recording of Brother Spivak's in the quiet of our studio here, and I think it's really got something. But you're going to be the judges of that. I voice no opinions as far as music is concerned. Maybe I don't know a lot, so I always let the public do the judging for me, Charlie.
Don't be so modest,
The
Morris.
only guy that goes out on a limb is Simon, you know.
Well, I know you do know because, well, you told me a few things already about the recording, which was proof that you do know. And I noticed the same things on it myself, so I know that you found the same mistakes that I found on it.
Well, thanks a lot. I wouldn't call them mistakes, though, Charlie. I wouldn't say that. They're things that only a man like yourself would hear, or maybe me, because I was all set to pick the record apart when I heard it, naturally. I want your orchestra to start off as best as it possibly can. But there are little things, little inflections which only time take out. Just like a person learning to play golf or tennis or anything else. Starts off, he's got the idea all right. It's just a question of time to take the kinks out and get a smooth, rhythmic flow.
That's right. You know, up there at Commercial Studios, they've been giving me their best up there to see that the thing sounds right.
Well, that means an awful lot. I mean, you just can't go about a thing if you don't have people helping you out.
Do you know Florence Law up there and
No,
Bill Savory?
I haven't met them, but from the reputation they have, I understand they do just about everything to help the band get organized.
They really do, and I'm going to miss them tomorrow because I'm not going to rehearse them tomorrow.
Well, you can give them a free ticket.
I'm going to hope that they're down there at the hotel.
They better come down if anything's wrong.
Because I'm going to feel lost if I don't see their faces down there.
Oh, I get it. You're so used to looking through a glass window for approval or a head nod that you'll be waiting for it. Well, they have no glass windows at the Cafe Rouge, Charlie.
That's what I'm worried
Tomorrow
about.
at 9 o'clock, you're on your own.
I'm going to keep on moving around there so I don't stand still enough for someone to throw something at me. I'm going to be a moving target tomorrow night.
Are you going to have any airtime, by the way?
No. Not
won't?
at all. In fact, I didn't want any until I feel as though the band's ready, Morris. I didn't want to take a chance on doing the wrong thing. And I know definitely we're not ready right now for any airtime.
Well, we got to come down and give a listen. But, Charlie, all I can say to you is thanks a lot for coming up here. I'm glad that you've got an orchestra. I'm glad it's going to be a good orchestra. And I'm glad to see a guy like you at the head of it, because I think there are going to be about 13 musicians are going to benefit from having a swell boss like you.
Thanks, Morris.
So, good luck to you. Keep punching. We'll be following you. And as soon as you make real recordings, We want to put them right on this man's air as soon as they are sent over.
And I want to be there to listen to them when you put
Okay.
them on, Morris.
Thanks a lot, Charlie Spivak, and so long. And now the program continues, the world's fairest music.